the ground. I'm a 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not puzzle making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 For real, for real, really real, really real, really real, really real, for real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Yes, sir. Let me make sure all systems go. You guys know the drill. Everything does look like it's working. And yeah, let's get into today, guys. Thursday today, post CPI for GBP. And yeah, let's see what we got going on the charts. Bring some of these key levels down. 500. There we go. And yeah, let's have a look at the analysis. So start off with news. Today should be clean. Nothing much going on today. If we look at Thursday, we have unemployment claims a little bit later. Yeah, just unemployment claims a little bit later, but that's NY session around 30 minutes after NY open. Looking at numbers coming up a little bit higher, but realistically the same. We had Udia speaking. See if he said anything. This seems like just from yesterday. Let's see if we can refresh this a little bit. See if we get anything new. There we go. So let's have a look what he said. So Fed is speaking as well. What time is that? 10:07. Yeah, it's a while back. So monitoring. Okay, 5-year bonds does not. All right. Decide policy meeting by meeting with updated information. So he's really not saying anything. Uncertainty for December meeting outcome. Wow. So leaving us again. This is typical JPY, right? Typically what the Bank of Japan does, leave us in the dust and then all of a sudden come out with, some random policy. He's not happy with Trump's policies. And that's it. So yeah, realistically, he's not really hinting on inflation here. So he didn't say anything major. They just say closely monitoring, right? Just saying closely monitoring. So not really much information from the speeches today. Let's have a look at the technicals here and then we'll work from there. So start off with the daily time frame. Previous daily yesterday, still closing bullish here. We have retested into this daily resistance, now closing with a rejection wick. If this daily was to close like this, can make its way down towards the daily support. Looking at 4-hour time frame, obviously is closing technically bullish here, but this is more going to be like a mixed session. Hence, we're trading below because we're trading below the lows here. So if we were to be flipping already, then yeah, we don't have a top wick on this. Does that look? There is a top wick on this. My broker itself does not have a top wick as well. So broker itself does not have a top wick, which is interesting for today. Actually, makes today quite an interesting session, to be honest, because there is a possibility for that, and we're not too far away. We're a couple of 15-minute candles away, so it actually makes it a little bit interesting here. So this is looking more like lower highs right now. We're sitting on this previous 4-hour. If I were to mark this, we kind of reacted off it. If we look, I'm sure that this is also a 15-minute, if I remember correctly, but P4S, this is what we're reacting off right now. If I was to look at the 1 hour here, clean on the 1 hour, that's that no top wick on the 4 hour, literally open dump. 30 minute is saying what? 30 minute no top wick as well. That's that previous 30 minute there, and that's that previous 15 there as well. So that's what we're bouncing off right now. We have another 15 minute at 500 here. Now the only problem we have is this no top wick here. It is possible that anytime during the session here we do make that top wick. This 4 hours coming from that previous zone. Is it that relevant anymore? The 1 hour is more relevant here, so we put this 1 hour support, 1S. So we could flip to make this top wick anytime, but realistically we are moving down, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high. So until we make a change of structure, it's going to be pretty hard to buy this. Because we're not changing structure. So I need to see some sort of change of structure, probably a close back above the 1 hour support. Just something, because this is a clear downtrend, right? If you just look at price action itself, it's just lower highs after lower highs. So even if this pulls back, could end up into another lower high, maybe wicks, make a top wick, and then ends up closing below and then continuing down again. Now below here, how much of a range do we have? Let's have a look. It's about 13 pips, and then obviously below this 500 range really opens up here. We have about 49 pips. Just to this previous wick zone is 30 pips. So massive range for sells if price wants to continue down. This might be a day where price just doesn't make the top wick and starts dumping. but no top wick 30 is also a problem here, as this 30-minute candle still open. So realistically, waiting here for Frankfurt open to get more information on how does this 1 hour candle close here, and then take it from there. Looking at 5-minute time frame, just created a lower high, trying to make a new lower low at the moment. Does look like it might make one, I would expect, depending on what happens in this next 3 minutes. So yeah, let's look at what's going on as well on gold here on the other hand. So for gold here, popping up quite nicely after yesterday, taking some scalp buys. Yesterday we were talking about a close above 45 here. So if you did end up taking that on the 5-minute, eventually, you know, we were speaking about any close above the structure here. That's your entry there, stop loss below. Did take its time though. Unless you were able to get in on lower time frame here, you could have got a nice little scalp for the day. 1 minute strat, we talked about that yesterday, but yeah, 46 pips here, gave about 80 pips. Beautiful little move here. Did have to hold some sweatiness, but nevertheless respected and continued towards the upside. So yeah, that's very nice to see. That's very nice to see that move come in there. And now we're just kind of just continuing that. Looking at daily time frame, closing pretty strong. We're above the daily support now. If we can remain above there, price remains bullish. 4 hours still moving strong as well here. Looking at 1 hour time frame, we do have a little resistance coming. 50-minute resistance we just tapped. Where is the 30 though? 30 is a little bit higher here. That's where the 30, so that's our next target there. 30, is the 15 the same? Should be the same. Yeah, 15 the same. So I would say that is your next buys here. You could look to just trade a simple breakout here above the 15-minute resistance, which is a little bit lower, to be honest. Yeah, that's what we tap. So getting above there does make sense. Let's see, 5-minute structures there as well. Yeah, I wonder if an early trade here in about 2 minutes would make sense for buys. I wonder if an early trade would make sense. Nice liquidity grab on this candle. How big is our range to here? About 40 pip range. This candle is about 34 pip stop loss. Pretty big stop loss. Let's see here. About 1 minute 15 seconds. Might be an early trade. Lot of volume in the market here. Might be worth to give it a shot early. 1 hour resistance. Which one, man? Not seeing it. Which one? Which one? This one here. It's a small one. I kind of would like to use that as a watch. We'll see how much this pushes. Looks like it's pushing heavy. The problem is not there on 30. Look, 30 is clean. And it's not there on 15. Right? So it's not there on both time frames. Which kind of makes me like, okay, fine. Then this is not as important. If it was there on other time frames, yeah, for sure. Can watch that. But nevertheless, it does still count. We can see the reaction from there. So we'll see if this closes above or below. Quite a deep candle close. Would like to see a decent bottom wick on the next candle here. Wonder if this is going to be worth it for the range we have. What about running 25 pip stop loss? 25 to 28 pip stop loss would make more sense. Pretty hard with the breakout. You need a very big push here. Early as well. Not confirmed enough for you. Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm trying to make the decision as well. Time and price at the moment. What's really convincing is this freaking liquidity grab here. That's what convinces me. What doesn't convince me is the push. Like, to get your 1-to-1, this thing needs to do some business here. This thing needs to do at least, you know, a big boy candle here. So ideally, if you're going to let it just play out during the session, I would want it to have, you know, to trade on a pullback, because we have basically 1, 2, 3 big candles here. You're buying on the third big candle. You're buying on the third big candle. Yeah, I mean, bottom wick is already decent enough. Such a tough spot. Makes it such a tough spot. With the time here, it's a good liquidity grab. The problem is, what I really don't like is if it was to react off the 1 hour, it's gonna suck, because it's literally where your entry is. You can't really manage that. Let's see, hopefully it creates a resistance here, and then we can just trade above that resistance. It's gonna be a lot better. Have smaller stops as well. gonna have smaller stops as well. So that would be a lot better if we could have that. So let's see if we get that or not. Looking at DAX here as well, while we see gold. Start off on daily time frame. Looks like DAX is dumped from yesterday. That 1 hour is a bit from the past. Have a look in a minute. So previous daily closing bullish here on DAX. Do have this daily support here. Daily resistance is all the way up here. So 4 hour time frame sitting bullish as well, so bullish bias today. Have a 4 hour resistance here. Next one up here. So yeah, looking like after Frankfurt open above 96 here for buys. So if we can create a resistance and close above 96 for buys, it looks quite good. Above there, break even around 110. Yeah, upside move, looking for upside move basically. Yeah, that's about it, bullish bias here. So we'll see after Frankfurt, of course, let Frankfurt come through and then we come back to it. So we'll see what that does. Gold, very decent bottom wick on gold. See how this 1 hour was. This 1 hour is here. Let's see. It was not a problem here, it was not a problem here, it was not a problem here. Let's see on lower time frame. Not a problem, not a problem. Here it was a rejection zone. The only thing it's not a problem on 15. It's only been a problem here. Stops below 5-minute candle would be under a key level as well. Yeah, the 60. It's a tough one because this is pretty big move, right? It's just the time, 36 pips already, so we're asking for it to do a 60 pip move. No big pullbacks. Like, that's a lot to ask. 60 pips, right? So, I mean, looks good, but are we gonna get that 30-40 pip push to like 65 or something? So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's the analysis for today. I appreciate everyone showing up. 300 people in here. Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Pleasure to have you as always. If you could do the YouTube business, would appreciate it. You guys know the drill. Leave a like on the stream. What about GJ? We did GJ. We ran down the whole analysis of GJ. Respected that 15-minute support. So yeah, remember we have no top wick on the 30. It looks like 30 is about to make its top wick any second right now. We also have no top wick on the 4 hour. 1 hour as well has no top wick. Is it possible in 9 minutes to make a top wick on the 1 hour? Unlikely, but it is definitely possible. But in 4 hour time frame, yeah, you could see that come through. You could see that come through, right? Which we have to worry about. So anyhow, this is creating good structure. Something closing below here later can give us options to sell down to here and see if we can break through. On 30 minutes, it's a 1 candle support. 1 hour is actually clean there. But let's see how this 1 hour closes, because if this 1 hour closes back tight in the range, it doesn't look the best. So yeah, that was the analysis there. So we'll see what ends up happening. And yeah. Can I get your opinion about Planeter? What's Planeter? Well, how do you say that? Don't know what that is. GJ is bullish bias. Technically, yes, it is technically. But the way that it's forming is not bullish, right? So this is where you can't just mechanically rely on bias, because if you look at what price is doing, right? Even though daily, but daily's rejected heavy. It's long rejection wick. 4-hour time frame did close a support, but look at the candles, lower high, lower high, lower high. So until we get some form of change of structure, breaking above the 1 hour, that's only when probably buys are going to make sense. Otherwise, it's hard. It can create a resistance anytime. Start to retrace this impulsive move. Because it's just super big lower highs here. So 5-minute did close back inside of the range. What's the bias on UJ? Not sure. Previous daily bullish, we didn't reach target. 4-hour time frame bullish. It's kind of like GJ's scenario, but a little bit more bullish because daily's not coming from a rejection zone. Also, UJ has a nicer range. Like if UJ was to close back inside of this range, would make sense. GJ's range is a lot higher. You see what I mean? So by the time maybe UJ fills this range, gets to here, if UJ wants to fail somewhere about 19 pips in profit, that would just tap GJ's range, right? That would just come back up to here. You can see the ranges are a lot different. I was in replay mode last year. All candles were doji. Shit, man. Man's in replay mode. Full sleeping, man. Not even analyzing today's charts. So, yeah. Hi, can you please say YouTube BS intro? It's a request. If you do the YouTube BS, then yes. It's very easy. You just say, if you guys haven't left a like, I would appreciate it. We call it the YouTube business. Part of the YouTube BS. That's it, man. Simple. Simple, simple. Alright, this pullback's good because now we create structure. Anything closing above, it's game time. It's game time to 65. Hopefully. Let's... you know, unless it wants to just fail. So we'll see what happens. Want to see the plans here? The load, come on, Mr. Discord. There you go. Buys above the range, yes. Fair, fair. Next. Structure for counter buys. Okay, looking for there. Close above for buys. Wow. But you know this, if this happens in the session, it's not a good place to buy, right? So this is not for this session, right? Because if price gets, yeah, just checking. Price gets there in the session, man, it's done for the session. Also look, buy off pullbacks. It's hard to see how it pulls back. It's not, you need it to form a very clean range, but yeah, bias is full bullish. Clean buys 1 hour looking as well. Greg's plan here. Buys above. There you go. Yeah, simple. Just looking for straight buys. GJ plan. Close below 500 is the best. Deep pullback for setup 2 sells. Potential, yeah, it's a potential as well. But the deeper we pull back, we also have to remember that might flip the 4 hour, start to put bias in its right positioning. It's tough with that small 4 hour candle bullish. Let's see what we got here. Yep. S5 buys. Yeah, the only problem I have, I like the idea of thinking about it. The only problem I have is this range, man. I'm very scared that price just fails because we're seeing lower high, lower high, lower high. So you get the S5, right? But it just fails at the previous range, you know? It just comes up, you get a little bit in profit, and then you just see it kind of, okay, that's it, game over. I mean, if you look at the same scenario on UJ, the range is right here. So if it closes back inside the range. Problem, we close back inside the range, stop loss is big, range is small. So on GJ, that trades a lot harder. GJ plan, sells below, play this range up if candles form how? And then buys above if you eventually get there. Yeah, same thing I said to Gmail, it's not going to be in the session. If LTA, okay. GU plan, GU is dead in the water, correct. Didn't even look at it today. GU is not moving good these days. Gold bias to a pullback. Not looking for any buys here, that's interesting. I'd be looking for buys in this zone. Especially with us creating structure in 2 minutes. This buy is way too late. That's my target for buys. UJ plan, yeah. I'd put it buy above the range, back inside the range, not here. Back inside the range would be better. That's it, and that's it. Is tiny 1 hour post candle previously, does it bother gold? Potentially, yes. I do have a little marking of it. It can cause us issues. It's an unknown at the moment. We do have an S3 forming right now. This is the 1 hour close as well, right? Yeah. What is an S3? Basically, this 15-minute candle closing weak bearish like this, and you go break of high. I wonder if S3 would be an option here. Stop loss below S3 candle. We need a good bottom wick. It is a 1 hour open, but then it gives us only 19 pips stop loss, which is a lot easier to reach a target with 19 pips. Let's see how it closes here. Yeah, good bottom wick as well. Question is stop loss placement. Stop loss placement. I think 24 pip stop loss would make sense. This would be a good liquidity grab now if this flips. Why didn't you mark the 1 hour level slightly higher on gold? It is there, that's my box. But the reason I'm not too worried about it, it's still a question, but it's not there on the 15, it's not there on the 30. It's only there on the 1 hour. So it's only there on the 1 hour. And we've already tapped this one here, so it shouldn't need to re-break its high if it wants to continue. It should be able to push through that. How much pips we save here? 3 pips. Not worth to save 3 pips. Is the problem 31 hour close below the 15? No, because we have a close above it. And that's not a 30 minute. Especially we wick through it. If we didn't wick through it, I have a problem. Please make your screen a white screen. Nope. That is not how I like to trade. Let's see. So potential, we'll see if this candle wants to start flipping and take buys above the highs here. We'll see how it starts to form. Be a breakout trader. Is more aggressive, but if gold wants to keep pushing, it's the way you have to trade it. See how DAX opened here for Frankfurt. Opened at no bottom wick here. Has spreads calmed down yet? Yeah, spreads are now back down. So the 1 hour failed to close above here. 30 minute failed to close above. No bottom wick on all. 5 minute even failed to close above. Yeah, there's nothing you can do right now. Frankfurt open just being Frankfurt open. Wonder if it will react here or not. We'll see. So we'll see how that forms. Still has a little bit of range back towards the upside. 1 hour is a little bit higher. Can react off one of these. How did GJ close? So GJ closed the 1 hour back below the 15. 30 minute as well, closed bearish. Trying to bounce here. This is trying to close above here. If this closes above, would be that type of buy idea. Issue is about the lower high issue we have. Gold starting to flip here as well. What do you think about gold can push highs if Russian-Ukraine war escalating more? Yeah, it can. It definitely is a catalyst. $95K BTC is insane. It's not insane. What's insane? 98K BTC today. Tap 98 high. Look at that. That's insane. 98 high. Almost 100K, man. Wow. Yeah, I'll buy stop this high. Stop loss current wick. Maybe a little bit lower. I'll put it just below the 5 probably, just to give it some safety. It's an extra 3 pips. What do you think for stops? 30-minute. I like how you have that 5-minute area. Yeah, current candle wick just below it, about 3 pips below that. Do you trade gold? Because I've seen you mostly focus on GJ. I've been on gold all morning. Where's 30-minute stops? Yeah, that's a very conservative stop. It's like a safe stop, that. Russia's situation is real. I got a first ever global crisis alert on a news stream this morning. Damn. Yeah, hopefully that hasn't been priced in. I mean, obviously, trading towards the upside is going to be smart, because if anything comes out, then you're going to be protected against that. I need the bathroom, but my buy stop is in, so I'm just going to leave it. I'll be back. If this 15-minute candle closes back in the range, then it's going to invalidate it. We're just going to look for either a setup 2 or a close above again. So it's pretty simple. We'll see in 4 minutes. If it's 1 minute before the close, I'm just going to delete 1-2 minutes before the close. In Dubai, which area do you live? I don't know if I should dox that, bro. Next to the beach, bro. Next to the beach. GG on 4 hour, you consider sales from 605 to 96 down? How is going from 605 to 800 going down? That's going up. So you mean buys, I'm guessing. Guessing you mean buys. Street 420 Villa 69, that's the one, bro. That's the one. I don't think gold will flip here in 3 minutes, but you never know. We've seen it. Sells look good for gold at these levels. Yeah, you would be selling from a high. What about gold sell? Not in my plan, but if you have a plan for that, then yeah, good luck. Not gonna try stop a moving train myself. I'd rather be wrong in trying to follow momentum, follow also... Technically, if some news comes out with anything, this thing should go up. So that news could be extremely dangerous trying to sell. So if you're gonna be hedged against news, then you know, it most likely will go towards the upside if a news event comes out. So I'd rather be in a buy during that time than a sell and then get a random candle coming straight to your stop loss. All right, 2 minutes for the candle to close here. I'm just gonna wait for the candle to close, see if it can close above and we get a setup 1. I'm gonna delete that because it'll just be a setup 1 at that point. Yeah, watch yesterday's. Your setups 1, 2, 3. You're amazing. Thanks a lot, man. No problem. Glad you liked it. Glad you liked it. All right, 1 minute for this candle to close. I wonder if it closes like this, how do we tackle it? Anything closing bullish, I think we can still go break of high, closing bullish. But closing weak bearish like this makes it interesting. Probably turns me into someone gonna look for a 5-minute close above at that point. Yeah, probably what it makes me do. Wait for a 5 close above. Can we create an AI Harry with ChatGPT that calls you an idiot every time you make a stupid trade? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible these days for sure. All right, half 15 close. Yeah, I think just a setup 1 here is going to be better. Now, GJ close is definitely interesting here. This is a nice close, but do we have this range here? I don't know how I feel about this range. Do we want to reject it or can we push through it is the question here. 1 hour still closing bearish. 30-minute here hasn't formed a support. Check 5-minute got a thunder as well. Yeah, it looks really good, man. It looks good. But what do we do with this range is the question. It's such a shitty situation. I want to see what UJ did. Did UJ close back inside? It did. See, UJ is higher as well. UJ is higher as well. Did we close above key level though? Need to bring my key level. Let's see. 96. Let's see. Ooh, close just at it. I mean, that could be an issue here. I'm more worried about this range, man. This range really puts me off this trade. I think maybe it can reach to this range and then it's a question mark. Because we're just... This has to be the lows. This has to be the lows of the day. Then that's it. It reverses from here. It's a really tough decision. And your stop loss, what's our stop loss looking like? With aggressive stop loss, which would be below this 15, it's 23 pips, 21. You could get, if price starts to pump through this range, yeah, you'll get your 1-to-1. But if it fails and makes that lower high, higher time frame doesn't support this, exactly. This is why I really don't like it. The only thing that supports it is technical bias, but if you look at what price action is doing, it doesn't make any sense. Super lower highs every single time, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Daily is from a rejection zone. We broke previous daily lows. 4 hour as well is breaking lows, not flipped yet. I mean, if this 4 hour flips, makes sense. The only thing that supports this actually is no top wick on the 4 hour. It's quite a plus for this. You know, it's quite a plus. But structure is defo bearish. I know this is why it's such a tough situation. Brother, can you stop asking in chat how to connect with me? If you don't know how to connect with me, probably not going to be the best conversation. Like many people have replied to you. Do you ever think you'll start using AI in your trading? Some form of analytics for sure, right? Data gathering or processing, for sure you will be using AI for that type of stuff. I mean, even in Pip Labs, we're looking to integrate AI, so it will be cool. What are you even on these charts? Crypto charts are every trader's dream right now. Yeah, but you don't realize I've been in crypto probably before you've been in crypto, man. Probably before you've been in crypto. I'm holding my bag and actually scaling out right now. It's actually this morning I woke up and I checked the portfolio, and first time I'm like, oh wow. Like it's you have to be grateful and humble at the same time. It can make you unhumble, that stuff. You know, but absolutely insane, absolutely insane. Why do you not trade in Bitcoin or others? Because I have a huge investment portfolio in Bitcoin. I don't need to trade it. Trading it is inconsistent. I mean, right now it's pretty good. We're just breaking out. Pretty easy to trade it right now, but to be honest, with my portfolio size, that these breakouts pay. You know, these breakouts pay. Like right now, what's happening in the portfolio is paying very decent. Bro, does Pip Labs still have the discount? We do. Pip Labs is still on. We're running it for the month. I told you guys I would keep it. Code V4, 15% off. We're gonna remove it next week. Next week it's gonna be removed back to full price. It's just because we launched V4 here. Take advantage of that. Remember guys, if you're using the free version, people keep DMing me. Please don't DM me. Avoid DMing me. Watch the tutorial in getting started. There's a whole 7-minute video telling you how to use the software. But if you're on the demo, because people don't watch that video, they don't understand. When you go add strategy, you have to press the tick. I might write something here, press the tick to start simulation, but then people will think. So I'm just going to think of the wording here. But look, if you try press start without pressing tick, it will say invalid strategy. Please choose a strategy or create a new one, right? So you press the tick and then you press start, boom, you get the simulation to start, right? Load all your candles up and then you can practice on demo. And take advantage of the discount, guys. If you have been looking at a backtesting simulator, then you know, this is gonna be the one. I'm pretty sure here. We've got it smooth, and yeah, it's gonna give you everything you need here, especially the dashboard. The dashboard is massive, guys. It's massive. You know, it's massive. I took 5 consecutive losses. If I need to rest the market 2 days, give me advice. Yeah, I think you should backtest, bro. Right on the topic, man. You need to see what's going on. You need to see what's going on. But take advantage. Take advantage now and make use of it, guys. This is not something, you know, you can buy someone's course and be, you know, give you no value. You can buy some guy's signal and get no value. But if you actually spend time in the backtesting software, making sure what you do works, this is what's going to get you to the next level. You have to prove to yourself, guys. You can't come in this game blind. Prove to yourself you know how to make an approach in the market and execute on that. Prove to yourself you know how to mark up, not just come every day, do random shit. Most of you do that, right? And that's, you know, for how much does this cost? Maybe like $0.6 per day, something like that. $0.5 per day, 0.6, maybe 0.7 with the discount, 0.6 or something. It's extremely affordable. And to make that, you know, if you really can't afford it and you're really broke right now and you're trying to work towards it, at least spend time on the demo. At least, you know, put in the work. We put the demo for that reason, but obviously it's not going to be, you only get 1 month data. It's not going to be the best, but it's a start. I rather you guys do something than nothing, right? Very important there. So yeah, definitely check it out, guys. I'll put the link so you guys who are lazy. Oh, we're pushing through here. 5-minute close about to come in 1 minute 46 seconds. See what happens with this 5-minute close. First month only, yes. Then if you renew, you can get the exclusive group discount as well. Let's see what happens with the 5 close. I mean, based on 30, this makes sense. Based on 30, this makes sense. I wonder if we base it on 30. I'm scared this next 1 minute just flies. No 1 minute structure. The all-time high, 98. Yeah, we talked about it. It's insane. Wow, imagine the 5 closes back in the range here. It's possible, guys. It's possible. Oh, this is why we wait for closes. Oh, it's closing back out. That uncertainty is always a sweat. $50-minute candle close 5 minutes. It's an interesting spot, this. I'm contemplating if I wanna add half here. This is what's going through my mind right now. Do I wanna add half, next half on 15 close? This is the decision I'm making right now. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Deep 5-minute bottom wick? Sure. Definitely adding half. The more we can survive this 15-minute close, well, that's listening to me now. It's listening to me. It's listening to me. There we go, gold. That's what I like to see. To me, this is what happens. Retrace target hit. Yeah, but we could go right up to the top of that box. No offense, but you didn't sound that humble talking, boasting about your crypto portfolio. You don't know me. Why would you even compare? I might be Satoshi's wife. I'm not talking about Satoshi's wife. I'm saying, bro, I've been in crypto for over 6 years, man. And that's a long time to hold through all of this, keep doubling down and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a lot of work that went into that. It didn't happen overnight. I'm not some guy who got lucky on a meme coin and 100x my money. No, man, it's 6 years of work. You know, 6 years of patience and trusting in your own analysis. So I'm saying it's nice to see Bitcoin at 98K. Wouldn't you be happy if you made an investment and seeing it up? Right? Oh fuck, there it goes. I was gonna say this 1 minute close, break of high. 1 minute close, break of high. Fuck, that's the one. 1 minute close, break of high. That was a beautiful fake out there. Came back, closed back in the range. Same entry as that high there. Shit. This high here. Shit. Look how it caught me there. Shit. Yo. That was the one. That was the one. And this is going to be that news hedge here as well. Anyone catch that in time? Anyone catch that in time? 1 minute break of high, re-break. Took the 30 as well. Got it? Nice, nice, John, nice. Got it, nice, nice. Yeah, I was trying to get that 1 minute break of high there, right there. Saw the 1 minute fake out, literally switched to go and press enter, and it flipped. It flipped there, it flipped. This should be hitting TP soon based on that 1 minute. It flipped there. But we'll see. I would have been break even by now, so I wonder what would happen. 18 pips here, stop loss below the 15 was about 20 something. 22 pips, so almost 1-to-1's about there. This is that GJ, right? What happened with DAX? Yeah, DAX pulled back here as well. Maybe some news, who knows? Definitely yen strength came back in. But this is why I wasn't comfortable buying GJ. Yeah, that sucks on that 1 minute, man. That sucks. Oh man, that flipped fast. This should hit TP. This should hit TP. I'll be surprised if it just retraces fully from here. It should give you a 1-to-1. Should give you that. I'll be surprised if it doesn't. But if I was in this right now, I would be break even. Has no reason breaking back. I mean, my entry would have been somewhere around here. Would be break even. That has no reason to come back on you. Especially like 75% to TP. Hedging against the news, right? Hedging against the news. This is why I say I don't want to be a shorter on gold today in case any news comes out. Still holding 50%. I think I would have just held full and then close at the 1-to-1. Would have been made sense here. Realistically, there's nothing really that's concerning on the chart saying that this thing should dump at the moment, unless we break 1 minute structure right now. If you break 1 minute structure right now, yeah, we could dump and then it could come back to that entry point. But as long as it respects 1 minute structure now, I think ultimately it can eventually reach that 65 level. That 65 level definitely gonna be somewhere. Just double check if there's any levels in between, like any watch levels. No, realistically the 65 is the one there. Option to take the rebreak of the high, which one? Yeah, I was looking for that 1 minute to flip there, you know, just so it wouldn't be a fake out from the 1 hour. So as soon as this 1 minute came, I was about to say, okay, I'm gonna go give it shot, flip. That would be the one. So this is where it catches a lot of people out, and then it can start dumping like this. But then once you get the close back in the range, it should be good. But look at this, I might have just been out break even anyways. Who knows? Who knows? 15 setup 1 valid? No, that trade I showed you here, the one that happened fast, is the only valid entry there. That's the only valid entry. But hey, it looks like you might have been stopped break even here, so it makes me feel better. I definitely would be break even. I wouldn't trust an impulsive move to just fail. But no, this is not a setup 1. This is very late for a setup 1. This is a FOMO entry, full FOMO entry. That was cause of the pump? Yeah, but we were talking about news. Even John said he got an alert this morning. We were talking about the news. We wanted not to be part of sells today because if news is going to come out, it should go up, you know. Out now or wait? I mean, you'd be break even right now. Be break even right now and just let it, whatever happens, happens. If you don't want to go break even, then you can manage stop loss below this structure here. You have two choices. Manage stop loss below structure, or you just be break even. Personally, I would be break even because I think this should be able to just create higher lows and eventually hit TP. Like this next candle, probably if we can start to break that high, that would be the one that hits TP there. If this just starts to consolidate a bit, let it consolidate. It's creating structure right now. It's creating structure, you see? So it shouldn't need to break that structure. You have double structure. You have structure here and above here. You know? So it has no reason for that. Do you like GJ right now? Kind of dumped super quick here, retracing the same as well. Below 500, yes, I do like GJ. It has a big open spot right now. Right now it's retracing back in the range. But this is the buys that I was extremely hesitant about. Look how it tapped that previous range. And I hope this is a good lesson for you all. Bias was bullish today. But look how it tapped that previous range and just said, not today, bro. Regardless of news or not, that's still a threat, right? So regardless, if news didn't come out today, it's still a threat. News did come out and it ended up pricing in what would have happened. Still in? Yeah, I think you can just sit here happy and just wait for it to do its thing. And if it does end up breaking down, it's just because, like all the guys were saying, and like we see here on Financial Juice, the news will fade out. There was a little bit UK fired international ballistic missiles. If that is going to be faded out right now, you'll just see this trickle back down, and that's the move going to be faded out. If not, you get your 1-to-1. It was very close to a 1-to-1. That's why I wouldn't really look to lose this trade myself. Where can you see the news? That website's called Financial Juice. Yeah, this should now, if this structure should create, especially if this 5 closes above, I don't see why it doesn't come to that TP. Doesn't make sense not to give you a 1-to-1. Again, that's why you can sit happy at break even, because this structure is formed here. If this is just going to form higher low, higher low, higher low, should continue as long as it respects that low now. Right? As long as it respects that low. So it's just up to it if it would have respected that low or not. The Japanese bank guy who was asleep all week is on weed today. Check the moves. Yeah, this is just people moving money into the yen, right? But it's moved out extremely fast here, right? We're already bouncing. Yeah, DAX absolutely dumped based on that news. DAX absolutely dumped on that news, eh? See the price. Don't know why DAX got so impacted by that. Maybe the missiles are made by Germany or have something to do with Europe. Let's have a look. Let's see. Intercontinental, no, they don't say. Shadow Storm? No, it doesn't say which missile. But very impulsive move here, nevertheless. I wonder if this could be a nice little setup too, right? We get a nice little change of structure here. Could end up forming some buys. Let's see. We get the change of structure, would be good. Yeah, it looks like it was a new spike here, a new spike, and now it's chilling. Same thing with GJ, immediately got bought back up here. Very interesting. I wonder now if we leave this high, will the buys make sense now that we leave this high? That would be the liquidity grab down. And then now if we relieve the high, that would be the buys back up, right? If not, we're going to continue the sells, but the sells are going to come below 500 here. Yeah, below 500 is open space here. And very nice reaction from 500, showing us that if price was to break that support, we should have the confirmation for price to continue down. Can you check DAX if your 1 hour and 4 hour opening correctly at 00? What do you mean? Opening correctly. Well, this is the problem, right? This is the problem. All different brokers are going to give different times. Because Tradingview is actually in 24-hour clock here. It's not in New York close. So let's see, this 4 hour candle closed at 4:30. It's opened at 8:30. How does the 4 hour candle open at 8:30? Yeah, it's like 30 minutes off. It's 30 minutes off. Biden authorized use of US-made long-range missiles into Ukraine, fire them into Russia. Putin revised all nuclear launch protocols. All that yesterday. Don't know what happened in 24 hours, but I doubt it's good news. Yeah, that doesn't sound good, right? Let's see if I update the charts. sometimes they can change data on the charts, which is extremely fishy. So let's see if you're right, ends. If I refresh this, reload, and see if it changes the data. No, it's the same. It is. Oh, that's GJ. Okay, let's see DAX. This is 1 minute. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks the same. Bro, can I chill out with news? I mean, that was the gold move there, but I don't think I would have got TP. I mean, let's see if it ends up going to TP, but yo, I think I might have just been stuck at this at break even, crying. Yeah, you are right about closing at half an hour. It is closing at half an hour. See, it's looking bullish though. If this 5 minute can start to create resistance, we might be able to get the sells. $15 close back in the range, fake out. Yeah, fake out back in the range. That's interesting. Gold coming back to that TP. So yeah, it did eventually hit TP here. I consider that TP smashed. So that's nice, man. That's nice. That's a shame, man. Last second. Literally had finger on the button there. Finger on the button. But nice to see most of you guys caught it. Clean. If you didn't, and you didn't have your finger on the button like me, then that's fine. Happens. It's pretty fast, that flip, had to say. But clean 1 minute close that, and then the flip was insanely fast. I didn't close it. Or you did close it? Nice. Congrats. There you go. Properly hit now. Wow. Taps our TP. Look how many people copy that trade. I held a gold buy yesterday for about 3 hours. It was profitable. Kept moving up, TP and SL. Yeah, that's fine as well, man. That's fine as well. That's good. That's good as well to just, you know, adjust your SL as you move up. You're basically trailing, right? You're just trailing in profit. Now, it's good if you have a bigger picture, right? So you don't really want to do that if there's no room for it to go up. You get what I'm saying? If there's no room for it to go up, it's really a waste of time, because you're just probably going to most likely come back to entry or below entry because it hit a target. But let's say you price has room to go up, like yesterday when we were around 45s, a lot of room for it to go up. At that point, you're just literally dragging and trailing. Out full, nice. I had it on the full margin button. Would have been good, eh? This plan played out or no? Okay, what's the plan? Play bounce from the upside downside if LTA is created. End of session. Yeah, but where would your entry candle be? Show me your entry candle. That's what I want to know. Idea, yeah, your idea to play the bounce, yes, plays out. but where would your entry candle? Because your plan would not play out, you know. Oh, there you go. But then why did you say play the bounce up and down if LTA is created in this area? Okay, okay, if it after and then LTA and then one candle came through. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you know, plan did play out for sure. Entry wise, I think technically this candle did close above, but you drew it using the wick. I wonder why you drew it using the wick. If you did enter on this candle, then plan played out, yeah. But you would be in the trade before the session ended. That's the key level. Oh yeah, yeah, true, true. Then yeah, then it's hard, right? This would be a situation where you hesitate out of that one. Trading against you boys? Well, you're in big trouble, bro. Man's holding a nice little 26 pips of drawdown, bro. You're doing a great job trading against me, and you've done a great job over these years trading against me. You're trading with a 25% win rate. It's not the best. 25% win rate. You're down about 1,000 plus pips. That TP was pretty accurate, huh? 1-to-1, and then it dumped. Very interesting. Shame about that, but hey, at least I got gold yesterday. That made me happy. Got the buys from 45 at least. So part of the buys, but it would be nice to get that as well. GBP USD, I really don't like GBP USD today. I really don't like GBP USD. Haven't liked it these past few weeks, to be honest. In this range, it's dead. Paper trade the 4 hour on GU since it was the only option. Would you consider that type of entry? Yeah, whenever it's dead, like, but even the 4 hour is not moving much in terms of trend, you know. So you're literally either buying from the lows of the range or selling from the highs of the range. You're not really doing much in between here. The idea you had, I mean, yeah, technically that makes sense for a wick fill here, but it gets tough inside of the range because it's super messy, this range. Like all of these big pullbacks. Yeah, GU looks crap. If we can get a little structure right now on DAX, we can look for buys. After backtesting GU, I'd say that GU looks normal, but now I understand why I lose in backtesting it. Yeah, I told you that makes it tough, right? This is where I wouldn't touch it. It's why I originally went off it, because it had these periods like this. But it's very interesting when other things are ranging, then it does well, right? My 1 hour and 4 hour candles are doing some weird stuff on DAX. What are they doing? I mean, my 4 hour candles are closing with 30-minute difference. Like 4:30, this candle closing 8:30. It's just 30-minute difference. Just broker feed, you know? That's what I mean. People like, they say, hey man, there's one candle difference here or there. They say it even on Pip Labs that all brokers are difference. 1 hour closes with difference as well. Really? See, 1 hour is supposed to close here and yo, that's messed up. That's actually messed up. That's for sure messed up. That you can't trade. That's unacceptable. What can we trade DAX on right now? This one looks a little bit better at the moment. What do you see is unacceptable? I see what's unacceptable is the 1 hour candle is closing in 39 minutes. That's what I see is unacceptable. We'll use this chart here. Forex.com. So it's messing up all of the lower time frame ones as well. Yeah, Forex.com, use Forex.com, it's fine. Let's move our markup to Forex.com. I guess ripping it just off the first 5 close here might have been the one. Just rip it straight off this as a bounce. 500 pips stop loss. Where's your 1-to-1? That's a big 1-to-1. Wow, so to retrace the whole move. Yeah, that's why I wanted the structure. Maybe the 1 minute breakout. Let's see, we still have time for this to flip, make a pullback, and then we take the buys. GJ come back to the top of the range here as well. It's kind of following GJ's move, right? GJ preparing for buys, potentially. I'm setting first S2 on what? Why? Bullish bias? Please spell check the poll. What did I do wrong on the poll? Oh yeah. Thursday. Forgot the H. My bad, my bad. Still, leave a like though. That's what it's there. Scary to sell now? I wouldn't be a seller on DAX though, with bias being bullish, right? Doesn't make sense too much for me, but hey, that's just me. Actually, no, this is different. Sorry, so it's actually messed up bias because we've had, yeah, it's messed up bias because we were looking at the other one. Actually, no, what? Yes, bias is bullish, bro. That's, don't use the other charts. It is what right. So previous daily bullish, previous 4-hour bullish. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. Back in some sort of sanity right now. So yeah, first S2 will create structure for me to look for buys. What do you think of the slightly bearish trend? Yeah, I mean, it can. I mean, but this would be more counter trend, you know, because even if you sell into 4-hour support, right? If we make this 4-hour support here, you're selling into 4-hour support right now, right? So, okay, but we also have to realize that this impulsive move down was an impulsive move down, obviously caused by a news catalyst here. So how does that play a role? Or did it just grab liquidity, pre-session grab liquidity for London to give us the continuation, right? Because why are we wicking down into a zone? We're not wicking down somewhere random, we wick down into a zone. So you can, that's why it's more of an argument as well. Yes, you have one here, only one. Only one. How many you have towards the downside? How many you have towards the downside? Right? Towards the downside you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And technically the liquidity was already played out, right? Because we had a move down. Right? So technically the liquidity move played out because you had that move down. So this structure that could be creating could be the opportunity up. But we have London open in 4 minutes anyways. opportunity up to get SL, yes, then don't take it, man. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to take it with me, man. You can make your own decision. German 40, what is it called? Could be called DAX, could be called German 30. Depends on your broker, right? DE. My broker calls it DE. Trying to make you rich. Last time you told me to to close my trade at entry, it went to TP. You tried to make it back? I don't trust. I have trust issues now. Well, here's your S2. You're taking it with London Open here? Pretty brave. If it breaks high first, which it probably will. Alright, man. Is German 30 the same as DAX 30? Asking for a friend? Guys, asking for a friend doesn't work, bro. I mean, you're asking yourself. Why are you ashamed to... Asking for a friend does not work, you know? Don't say asking for a friend. You know, like, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, please. Just say it. I'm not gonna... I'll rinse you for saying asking for a friend rather than just ask. It's not a bad question, you know? It's okay to ask. Could Google it as well if you feel insecure to ask. But come on, bro. We all know you're asking that question, bro. Asking for a friend. Where's your friend? Let him show up in chat right now and write your name saying I am the friend. Let's see. Yes, it is the same. It is the same. Is SPX the same as Nasdaq? I am this friend. So GJ is sitting at resistance. Gold is pulling back now. Lol, Carson. Fuck everything today. What's the price? You'll see position. Understand the position. Understand the position. Playing GTA right now. Is it possible for you to show your open positions with a stream text widgets? But you see it on the charts, guys. You see it on the charts. It's discussed before. I always discuss my trades when I'm taking them and how. So you already get that. If you just sit there and choose not to listen and not to understand how to take trades, then that's just your own problem, man, you know? I switched to DE40 IC market chart on Tradingview. Is that chart okay? Because most of IC Markets charts are crap on TradingView. We'll have a look at it. Let's see. That's not that bad, eh? It's not that bad. A little bit of gaps, but it's not that bad. Has a bad 4 hour. It's not as bad as I thought it would be though. Oh, look at time. Yeah, 5 minutes off, yeah. This is the TradingView issue, guys. Even on Pip Labs, there's similar. This is from TradingView. This is the TradingView has this bug themselves. They have this bug themselves where they can't compute time. Yeah, and the problem is if you fix the 4 hour, it's like, you guys ever play that game where you have like 3 or 4 things and you have to get them all, and if you put one up, the other one goes down, and if you put the other one up, then this one goes down, and if you put this one up, then that one goes down. It's the same game you're playing on with TradingView, trying to balance the hours. My broker's Pepperstone. I've never used Pepperstone. That's up to you to know if it's okay. I've been studying brokers and TradingView, and I choose Owanda after full 30 seconds of analysis. Great analysis, bro. Very in-depth. GJ now tapped the 1 hour, rejecting of the 1 hour. Man. Oops. What if GJ sells? It's also very close to making a top wick. How many pips was it off? 20 pips. Man, if this 15 close like this, I'm seriously tempted. Only risk is that 4 hour. But they say no risk, no Rari, right? No risk, no Rari. So let's see what happens. So just be a lower low, lower high being put in. It's 30 pips just to get to the support, let alone if it continues. If it continues, it's game over. Think of S2? Yeah, I'm thinking of S2. Would you still consider buys on gold if structures made and close above on the 30-minute, 15-hour since we're clean on higher time frame? Yeah, it's potential right now. It's potential. But 65 is a key level here and it's starting to get towards the top of that LTA, right? So 66 starts to get clean again. We'll have to see. I actually tried something. I actually tried a. What do you mean above 30? Oh, that 30R, the one higher? Yeah, but that's gonna take a while before, like, just to get there is another what? 20 pips, so you want to be buying again after 20 pips? Yeah, it's gonna take some time, so probably by NY that comes through. Yesterday I did an interesting entry. I tried a little of a intraday swing, set up 6 actually on my swing account. Low risk, but it's paid high risk to reward yesterday. Set up 6 yesterday, this one here. Retest of this as it rejected. I sat it at break even and never came back. Still holding. So we'll see what happens to that position. Still holding. Yeah, I just put it break even. Low lots, man, but it's paying off now, man. Like really $200 risk. That's it, man. $200 risk. Just say, okay, let me try this swing. Get accustomed with it. Then, of course, I took the session entry here, which I showed with you guys. But I just left it here with about a 16 pip stop. 16, 17 pip stop. After this 5-minute close. Then I set it break even. Entry was somewhere here. Then just set it. I'm not sure where to close now. It's running 200 pips. Maybe it should close. Just will trail at this point. Running well, running a K, look. It's running 1K that. That's insane, actually. Half a lot, guys, that's it. Half a lot. It's nothing, bro, nothing. I mean, compared to the session trade I took, a 5-lot session trade. 5 lot on the session trade, and that's like what, 1/10 of that. It's pretty crazy. Just gonna trail the stops, I guess. Wish I took that one on main. Full lot size would be insane. I heard if you buy an ICT trading course, you get a lifetime deal on free tissues. Vaseline, bro. I'm holding. What's your plan on closing? Trail, man. I'm gonna trail. Man, I'm pissed I didn't get DAX into my entry. I consider trading today because how I feel right now. Not trading today because how I feel like now. What do you mean how you feel like now? Yesterday, you're the one who would tell me that, I mean, what do you mean? This is like, it's pissing off when you happen something in an entry, but when there's no entry, then there's nothing you missed, right? Like, where was the entry? How can you feel pissed when there's no entry? I'm still looking for those buys. Did you buy or sell this? I bought gold, yeah. We bought it yesterday in NY, 2 positions. Took a scalp position. The main position is the one that I was telling the guys, which was just the 5 close above, just this 5 close above. You had to hold it for a while, but it did come back, you know. Didn't tap any zone, didn't tap key level, so you had 40 pip stop, but it gave 80 pip target. I took a lower time frame. We can actually see NY chat. I'll show you guys. Here, this one here. Pinnacle's alert didn't go. Did you take it? So this was the scalp position there for my session trade. I took a little higher time frame option here, and then the 5-minute trade was the one here, which I said here. So if we get 1 minute strat, we can put tighter SL, which we did, and then you need 50 SL. Major target is 650, and then that's it, man. That's it. So you can go with the bigger SL and just let it do its thing, but major target 650 as well, which luckily it just blasted through eventually. So you could have just hit 650, which was here, gone break even on the 5-minute position, and just left that to do its thing and eventually hit TP. If you set TP 1-to-1, even 1-to-2 here you would have got, but let's just say you went 1-to-1, you would have got TP there. No sell or buy today. Market is shit. When did you enter that trade? Okay, I'll show you. It looks like this. There's two trades. One trade was like this, which I'm still holding, the one I showed you guys on screen. Stop loss was about here, about 20 pips. I allowed myself to hold a little bit bigger, but yeah, we could say about here, to be honest. And that's still holding now. It's up about 200 pips. More higher time frame position. I literally set a break even and said whatever happens, happens. We have a lot of range. Again, only 0.5 lot. So yeah, it's up 1,000 now, but it's a very tiny position. Risk was nominal here, man. Like, you know, 200 bucks, man. Worst case scenario. So nominal for me. And then I took full risk position here on the 1 minute. I'll need to replay to show you this. Just on a breakout. This close above here. Break of high, break of 5-minute high. Stop loss was quite tight here. Running about 18 pip stop. And then had a 18 pip target 1-to-1. And then yeah. Tap target, and then that was it. So yeah, those are the two yesterday. In New York session though, not London. Man, this is bouncing up and down, eh? How's DAX doing? See, same thing happened to me on GJ, right? I wanted the setup too. It's just dumped to the bottom of the range right now. You see that? How many pips would you recommend for a 10K funded account for my funded FX? Bro, please don't buy a funded account. I beg you not to buy a funded account. Just go get some education. Like, what does pips have to do with a funded account, man? What does pips have to do with a funded account? Please, really learn how to trade. I'm telling you this to save money. You're happy to spend over $100 on something that's almost guaranteed you're going to lose unless you get lucky, but long term you're going to lose. Like, really concentrate and understand that the lot size will change, because if you have a 100 pip stop loss, you're using a smaller lot size. If you have a 10 pip stop loss, you're having a bigger loss size. You know, this is the basics. Now, funded challenge, not easy, man. You're just gonna blow money. You know, you're just gonna blow money. So why not just spend time learning? I even have that, the part that you're looking for is for free, costs nothing. Go to my website, click on get risk management course for free. That's the exact part you have problems with, which is asking yourself, how much should I risk? That costs nothing. That's why I make this cost nothing, because it makes me sad that people give these prop firms money, but hey, it keeps them in business, and the guys who actually learn the skill will get paid from them. So it either, which side of the coin do you want to be on? You always have to see the dark side of the coin. It's part of the journey. It is going to be part of the journey. You will be giving money away at some point here. But do you want to be the guy who's constantly giving money because you're doing silly stuff? Or do you want to be the guy who's actually improving, who's actually making an impact, who's actually making an impact and being on the right side of the coin, right? Man, DAX starting to chop after that initial push. I wonder if we waited second 5-minute close. Again, I want to change the structure, but I'm just looking at all possible options. 30 would have got exactly 1-to-1 if you closed at the tip. Taking if GJ creates a top wick here. Oh, that's interesting. See what 5 is doing. I agree with top wick being needed. DJ is interesting. Give me a sec, go toilet, come back. I think I close below 500. DJ is looking dangerous here. Man, this is not easy. That's a nice 5-minute close, never mind. Pushing deep now. Yeah, I was gonna say gold trying to give 5-minute close. Even before you typed it, bro. Before you typed it, it's pushing now to key level. Yeah, it's at key level, man. That was my target for this session, was 65 here, 65 target. So I'm not gonna buy a target. That's pure FOMO from my side. Even though it can blast through, I do understand. You know, I do understand that. Currently rejecting. Yeah, I did tap it just slightly below. Oh, wrong chart. For DAX buys, can look for above here. Above the 15, really. One of those days. Yeah, it's not been the most exciting week. I mean, yesterday was supposed to be clean trade during London, and then I kind of managed it early. New York was fine. Beginning of the week, a little bit slow. But as we come closer to the end of the month, you know, remember we're coming towards December, so hopefully this is cooking for December. I mean, next week is the last week of the month, right? Sunday, Monday, yeah, wow. Is it me or is this month actually flew? Like, to be honest, this week has been a tricky week because I've missed one option today. Yesterday I was out at break even, so it's been a little bit unlucky. Like, guys, next month is December, man. We're almost finished a year of trading. That's nuts. We're in December, man. Wow. After next week. Personally, I'm up over 12% in the 3 days. This is good because it's a slow week, man. Wait till we get started, John. But yeah, congrats since I joined your group. But my trades were pre, during, NY. Yeah, so we're talking about London here. Your analysis Discord group definitely for me so far. I know it's early. Yeah, now the key is, I'm going to catch you right now. I'm glad you said this, is to hold on to that, right? So this is where the patience is going to be key right now, right? Is now you need to stay patient because you take a loss, you want to make back that 12, you know, let's say you take a 3% loss, okay? 3% loss, and then you want to make that back. You take another 3% loss, now you're down 6%, like that fast. You know, I always say good things take time, bad things happen quick. And then you try to recover the 6% and you're back at square one. So this is where I really go on a defensive approach, you know? This is where defensive approach will have a lot of power right now. Because realistically, 12% month is amazing. You know? I'll consider this my first year of trading. I'll disregard whatever happened last year so that I feel better. Only 1 year in the game, still have time to get consistent. Listen, man, what you've achieved in that time is actually more than anyone achieved. To get funded 200K from minus 9% drawdown to getting 2 payouts is not something to be frowned upon, man. You know, you have to realize that. It's just now it's gonna come to a stage of where you're gonna find your feet, you know. All right, this candle here closes 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Feeling guilty that I'm not consistent? Yeah, but it took me over 2 years, right? My first 2 years of trading, started trading in 2020, right? This is what people need to understand. I know I sound like I've been consistent for ages, but it's actually been only 2 years, right? It's not that long. Started trading in 2020. 2021, didn't know what I was doing. 2022, found my feet, but was trying to get consistent. That's 2 years. End of 2022, felt okay. And like, you know, I would say the year of 2022, there was some good months, some bad months. Nothing crazy. 2023, I really identified my mistakes from 2022. Third year I came in. I started trading 2023 with good confidence because 2022 I did prove to myself. I knew my mistakes, right? I knew my mistakes. 2022 came in, you know, learned from that. 2023 started pushing it. So 2023 really had good consistency, month to month basis consistency, you know. And now we're in 2024. So think about it like that. Wow, look at gold here. 5 minute did do the business. Like honestly, if I'm speaking on realistic things, and I hope, you know, and you know, pray to God that that's the way, and is that next year should be really my strong breakout year where I can push risk to very uncomfortable levels but be confident with outcomes. Like I think I've pushed risk to a respectable amount, but I'm ready to now take that like big leap. And I think to take that big leap, you're not talking real, baby? What do you mean not talking real, baby? How can someone come back from 9% drawdown? Discipline, consistency, and understanding that you need to take risk. He had nothing to lose at that point. You know, and he pushed hard. I saw it live, coached him through it. Passed phase 2 pretty easily. Ooh, 15 minute did close below, eh? Oh, not yet, 4 minutes. 5 closed. I'm gonna trail this gold run again. Yeah, I think trailing, just keep trailing, you know, until we see something. I mean, where's your entry? If your entry is around 62, it's hard to trail because our structure is at 62. So even 5 minutes is here. $61. Yeah, a little bit hard to trail. Did you take anything off or are you still holding? We did reach the 30-minute resistance. You know, technically, technically you could take half off, right? And then just leave the rest to do whatever it wants to do. Break even, leave the rest. It's an option there, half off, leave the rest. Took set at 1 holding B, not a nice trade. I think a bit of FOMO, but it has worked out today. Is it possible to be profitable with only mastering risk management without specific strategy? Not at all, no. Okay, I have something to share. Remember when we spoke on Telegram when you told me to share my plans? I had to change myself, remove all the money from my account. I left $200. Now I'm up 1,700. It's not even the end of the month, but still with that's still heavy on break even. Amazing, bro. Amazing. 200 to 1.7 is great. Yeah, man. Overall, it's been a good month. We can see that in my trading as well. Winning streak. So, you know, we should all be performing somewhat similar. If not, that's okay. That's okay, you know. These are people who have not been here for only 1-2 months. Or have prior experience as well. Sells on DAX below 15-minute support. Nice LTA. Let's see DAX. It is a nice LTA below there, yeah. Especially if this 5-minute can create structure would be good. Problem is bias. You go against bias, so it would be counter trend. But if we just want to continue down for today, follow yesterday's momentum, it would make sense as a shot. Lot of scammers on Discord, yeah, just ban them, don't even reply to them. You consider these daily levels? Yeah, it can be considered. It is a tough wick zone, you know, it's a tough wick zone. Can GJ close below 1 minute here? 58 seconds, no, it's retracing at the moment. Can you do it, GJ? DAX doesn't respect bias lots of days. Some days it does though. You'll notice it comes in like waves, right? Over a year, right? Have you traded it over a year, you'll see bias. But you also have to remember it's also zone based. So the thing is that bias could lead into moving into the rest of the session here. Right, GJ is not closing below here. Can we get a close below? Let's see, DAX as well. DAX is closing below. Potentially. 22 seconds for DAX. Stop loss placement will also be interesting. I think we could see a bit of a sell on DAX if we get a good top wick. No top wick so far. I really want a top wick for this sell. So if we can flip, make a top wick and reflip, I'm interested. I have one? Shit. Let's double check broker. Yeah, there is nipple. Let's see if we can get the reflip though. That would be a crazy entry. Yeah, this is making a top wick now. Oh, there it goes. So I missed my entry again. Yeah, just slightly missed it, but I'm gonna take an entry here if it comes back towards this zone. If it retests this zone here, I'll take an entry, stop loss above the highs here, which should be the 5-minute highs here. Just slightly back in the range for about 30-ish points. And look for price to come towards the downside. Just slightly missed it, but it's okay. If it comes back, I'll have my entry there. 1 minute opened up a bit fast, but I'm just a bit slow today, it seems. The same shit happened to me on gold. But let's see if I can get it. Hopefully this 1 minute can flip to make a top wick, and that's what will get me in. Because realistically this is a target here at this 5, which is where I want to be fully break even. So if it pushes to that 5 before I get my entry, then I can't do anything. So yeah, that's it. See, I'm a bit slow. Same thing happened to me on gold today. Need to be, yeah, a bit slow from my side. Might do it. Or not. Hard this week, man. Really struggling to get those. Every time some 1 minute comes in here. Guess you just have to rip it with no confirmation. Just go. I'm in, but late entry? Yeah, I don't want late entry. I don't want to FOMO in. But yeah, this is the trade. Didn't tap the 5 yet, so I still have room. This is the last chance for it to retest that zone on a 5 top wick. Last chance. So if it can't come up right now, then that's it. You're going slow? Yeah, a little bit today, man. A little bit today for sure. Five-minute zone tapped. Sweet, perfect. Nice trade here. Would have worked out, but that's it. So, gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Take care. And yeah, that was the trade for today that I want. And yeah, that's how it is. I'm just slow on my entry here today. It's giving me those last 1 minute. I guess today I shouldn't just wait for, you know, this to make a top wick or something and then go. Should just literally rip it. But very scared at this faking back out in the range. L in the chat, bro, you can just leave then. You should have taken the trade, bro. You should have taken the trade. This was a clean trade. I called it for you. You could have taken it yourself. I just wanted something here. You probably wouldn't have had enough time. And that's it. That's it. So yeah, that's how it is, right? Gold as well moved quite nicely as well. Some people caught it here if you had enough time. And yeah, nice 15 close below. again, I just wanted that little top wick, and then this kind of just open push down. So I'm not going to sell here. I could have sold here, but I feel it's a bit FOMO, right? It's a bit FOMO for me, and that's how it is, right? So you guys could have taken this trade, 2 good trades, and both entries missed. So what a day for me, myself. And yeah, 2 entries missed on this. So happened today, and then break even yesterday on that winning trade. Bit harsh to be honest. But hey, on a bright note, I think my gold trade is up like 1.3k. So I can't complain overall, but it's just a bit annoying because I did plan for that. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it, you know. That's it. If we got the retest, would have been nice actually, right? Same way we got the retest here. Made sense for it to happen again, which will give me my entry. Retest, this candle come up here, retest, get my entry, get this, take profit, break even here, move stops to break even at that point. Pretty straightforward trade, and get your 1-to-1 there. So happy to see it play out nevertheless, but I guess in this instance here, no need big top wick, just go. Little bit uncomfortable without a bigger top wick. That's why I said let me wait for the 1 minute. 1 minute would have entered as soon as this 1 minute reflips. So this is how it is. But overall, happy with the position here, and yeah, good. I was okay with tiny top wick. Day sometimes does this, I know, but where are you keeping stops, right? Where are you keeping stops is the question. You keep stops above 15, you don't care about any. Just any wick will make sense, right? Where are you keeping stops is the question. If you're keeping a tight stop like me above 5, you kind of don't want to be stopped out, right? This would be like dangerous to be stopped out. Now the 5 gives you the chance to get the 1-to-1 quite fast, right? That's the power of the 5. But again, it can also wick up retest, and that's how it is. So yeah, perfect guys. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Pleasure to have you guys on stream. Today was super educational, a lot of discussion. You can see how fine margin, 1 or 2 pips makes a massive difference. Small margin in execution can make a massive difference in taking the trade or not. But importantly, my plans all played out today, which is very important on my side. And for long term here, just a little bit annoyed at the outcome, of course, but who won't be, right? And that's how it works. So appreciate you all. Take care. Trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.